Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron, and do we have another pitcher missing a... Who pitched yesterday? Was it Polly? I am so messed up on my days now. Anyway, it says Gil should be pitching, and he is pitching. So, I'm just going to stop thinking about it. Sorry to drag you guys down with me. We do have an off day tomorrow, so we're going to get the subs into the game. We're going to take out the non-apples first. That's a good way for me to remember who was out the last time. Maybe I should have kept Martinez and Sweeney. Sweeney's been hitting a little better lately, so I think we're going to go with this. Alright, so after all that build-up, it's already been over a minute. We'll finally actually get to the game. There we go, here at beautiful Panpaca Park here on Getaway Day. Squirrels going for the sweep today. They have not allowed a Brewers run in this series. So we'll see how that goes today. Neither game's exactly been a blowout, at least not for most of the game. But when Milwaukee is showing so little offense, it's easy for them to feel lopsided. As mentioned, Gil on the mound. So the off days do seem to be helping the pitching rotation, and we will have another one tomorrow. Tony Gwynn Jr. at the plate. And he swings and misses at a curveball to start the ball game. Second pitch is a slider that's not super close. Fastball misses inside, 2-1. Gwynn swings and misses at a sinker to make it 2-2. And bounces it in. We get a full count to start off today's game. And we get a swing and a miss to resolve the situation. One away, Ronnie Cedeno at the plate. He's probably had the best Brewers hit in this series back in the first game. Hit a very nice double, but the Brewers couldn't do anything with it. Hits this one back to Gil for the second out of the inning. That'll bring Ryan Braun to the plate as he watches that pitch go high. And then a line drive into left field. Frank is going to go over and grab that. Braun will make a big turn, but he does go back to first. Two-out single brings Bill Hall to the plate. He will look at a strike on the inside corner. Grounds this one towards second. Phil makes the grab, tosses it over, and that will end the top of the first. Brewers with a hit, but no runs. Phil is going to lead things off today for the Squirrels. He was the original leadoff hitter, you might remember. Chris Capuano on the mound. Rest of the Brewers lineup looks to be what we have been seeing. First pitch to Phil is put into left field for a base hit. Leadoff single brings Miyake to the plate. And that slider stays high. Then a pitch down in the dirt. There's a called strike, makes it 2-1. Ground ball towards third. Muto will go to second with it, and that is the only out the Brewers will get. So 1 on, 1 out. Quinton at the plate. He will bat right-handed as he looks at strike one. Then gets a base hit into center field. Tony Gwynn is going to cut that off. And that is going to end up with runners at the corners now with only 1 out and Terry at the plate. First pitch to Terry is a slider called strike. Then a line drive, but pulled foul down the first base side. As that pitch is up and away. 1-2 the count. This pitch swung on and missed. That's the second out of the inning. And that will bring Frank to the plate to try to get the Squirrels on the board. He watches a slider down in the zone for strike 1. And then a fastball that catches the outside corner for strike 2. Frank does not swing at that one either, but that one was at least a ball. Then he swings the bat but comes up empty. Capuano in some trouble but pitches his way out of it with a couple strikeouts. So 0-0 as we go into the second, where Nitro will lead things off. See, Nitro did get us for a home run. It was kind of a meaningless home run, but still a homer. Back when we were in Milwaukee. Gets a base hit up the middle in this game to lead off the second. Mercado will look at strike 1 on a fastball. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Pops this one up right at third base. Sweeney makes the grab. 1 down, runner still on first for Muto. And he puts this one right on the right field line. That's going to roll down into the corner. Quinton getting it back in. That's a double for Muto. Puts runners on second and third for Van Hecken. Only 1 out. First pitch, a curveball for strike 1. Slider for strike 2. Another slider fouled back. Martinez will not catch up with that. Still 0-2. Actually thought he'd go with the slider. Instead goes with not the slider, a sinker is what I meant to say. Threw a curveball. Got the strike 3. Brings the pitcher to the plate. Capuano hitting .389 though. So maybe not the pushover you normally expect a pitcher to be. Also has 2 home runs already. Has a 1-2 count in this at-bat. Swing and a miss. Gill, in his own trouble, pitches his way out of it in the top of the second. So we are still scoreless as we go to the bottom half of the inning, where Sweeney will lead things off. Sweeney just getting closer to that Mendoza line. Can't quite get over it. I think he might have been at an even 200 at one point. Line drive in this at-bat. That's going to go down into the left field corner. Sweeney, a speedy runner, will cruise into second base. That'll bring Martinez to the plate. First pitch is inside. Martinez also hitting in the mid-170s. Just a point behind Sweeney coming into that at-bat. A check back at second. That's a fairly rare. Martinez with a 3-0 count at the plate. There's a fastball down the middle. Martinez lets it go. Swings at this one. Now we've got a full count. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone. 1 down, Joey at the plate. Runner still in scoring position. Joey will look at strike 1. Puts this one towards the middle. Capuano gets a glove on it, and it is enough for Bill Hall to pick it up and throw it to first. 2 down, runner still on second. Gill at the plate. He is hitting like a pitcher this year. Ground ball to first. Nitro will pick it up and step on the bag. So the Squirrels keep putting runners into scoring position and then leaving them out there. We're going to go into the third, still scoreless. Tony Gwynn Jr. back up at the plate. 3 strikeouts for Gill the first time through the Brewers' order, and Gwynn was one of those victims. And he looks at strike 1 here. This one hit right to Phil at second. 1 away. Ronnie Cedeno hit a ground ball in his first at-bat. Bunts here. And it looks like Gill will field it, and that's going to be a single. Base hit bunt, something that I think Cedeno actually did last game as well. Or no, I think that was Bill Hall. Ground ball to second. This looks like a double play ball, and it sure is. 4-6-3, no sweat double play. And that will get the Squirrels out of that inning and to the plate in the bottom of the third. Still scoreless, and they will also start at the top of their order. Phil got a base hit to start the Squirrels' first inning. Looks at strike one here, and then looks at strike two. This is going to be a base hit into center field, and Phil's hitting has come a long way. Too bad he didn't start off that well. Miyake at the plate. One on, nobody out. Miyake will look at strike one. This changeup doesn't make it back to the strike zone. This fastball is going to be put into right field. It gets down for a base hit. Phil not very fleet of foot, so that will leave runners at first and second for Quinton, who did get a base hit in his first at bat. He's behind on that fastball. Hits this one foul. It should make the seats. About 2 rows deep, I think. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Capuano. That'll bring Terry to the plate. He struck out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike one here. Swings and misses. Makes it 0-2. And that fastball outside. Terry does not chase it. This one popped up foul. Van Hecken should have a play on it, and he does. 2 big outs for Capuano. The runners do not advance. That'll bring Frank to the plate with 2 outs. 2 on. First pitch is called a strike. Frank struck out in his first at-bat. Puts this one on the ground. Bill Hall will throw to first, and the Squirrels again threaten, but again come up empty. So we are still scoreless as we go into the 4th, where Bill Hall will lead things off for the Brewers. Hall ground out in his first at-bat. Swings and misses at a curveball. Fouls away a slider to make it 0-2. Excuse me. Popped up on the third base line. Gill's going to field it himself. 1 down. That will bring Nitro to the plate. He got a hit up the middle in his first at-bat. Looks at strike one here. This one hit into the air. Miyake should have it. Computer kind of freaked out there for a second. Don't really know what that was about. But looks like we're still recording, so that's good. Mercado to the plate. Nobody on base. 2 outs. First pitch was called a strike. Second pitch is hit towards third. Sweeney picks it up, throws it over, and that will end the top half of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Still scoreless. Sweeney due up for the Squirrels. Sweeney did get a base hit in his first at-bat. Got his average up to 195 at the moment. Has a 1-1 count to start off this at-bat. Hits this one right to Cedeno at second. 1 down. Martinez struck out in his first at-bat, so he went down to 167 on the year. Looks at strike one. This will stay fair. Martinez with a base hit. He might even think about a double. And he is thinking about a double, and he will make it there. Right down the left field line. 2 bases for the backup catcher, Clutch Martinez. That will bring Joey to the plate. 1 away, and a Squirrels again with the runner in scoring position. This one is going to be ground to Bill Hall. Has a bit of a long throw, but he does make it. Martinez stays at second. 2 away, back up to Gill to try to drive in a run and help his own cause. First pitch is out of the zone. Second pitch catches the corner. 1-1. This one bounces in. Gill lays off. This one not badly hit, but it is foul. 2-2. Will this get down? No. Muto has it at third, and again the Squirrels come up empty. It's 0-0 as we go to the 5th. And Muto will lead things off for Milwaukee. Muto with the double in his first at-bat. Watches that slider go low. This one catches the corner. 1-1. Too low. Makes it 2-1. A sinker misses down and in. 3-1. Get a curveball that's fouled straight back. We've got a full count now to lead off this 5th inning. Swing and a miss. Makes it the first out of the inning. That'll bring Van Hecken to the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat. He will start off with strike 1 here. Gill goes with the sinker that gets a swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Curveball swung on and missed, and that is the second out of the inning. That'll make Capuano come to the plate, and he will start off with a curveball in the dirt. He lets it go. Grounds this one kind of hard to first, but Terry does scoop it up and steps on the bag. Still no runs to go to the bottom of the 5th. 10 combined hits for the teams, though. Phil is going to lead things off for Indianapolis. Phil is 2 for 2 today. He looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He's retired for the first time today. Miyake, 1 for 2 today. Looks at a strike. Hits this one into left field. It'll get down for a base hit. Braun gets that back in pretty well. That'll keep things at a single. Quinton is 1 for 2. Singled and struck out so far. Looks at strike 1 on a slider. Pretty low in the zone. Will this get down? It sure will. That's another base hit into center field. Puts runners on first and second for Terry. Again, the Squirrels have had a runner in scoring position every inning, but have not cashed in yet, and that's going to really not do the trick. Turns into a double play with some poor base running, and that ends the inning. So we'll go to the 6th, still no runs, and Tony Gwynn Jr. is due up. He is 0 for 2 on the day. Looks at a fastball for strike 1. This one too low. Comes back with another fastball. It's fouled back. That'll make it 1-2. Gill winds. Goes with the sinker. That is ground to second. 1 away. Ronnie Cedeno got a base hit bunt in his last at-bat. Watches that fastball go high. Follow-up curveball is swung on and missed. Sinker misses down and in. There's a called strike. Makes it 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 away. Ryan Braun hit into a double play in his last at-bat. Did get a hit in his first at-bat. Watches that fastball go high. This one, will he get down for a hit? Yep, just out of Joey's range. Another 2-out single for Ryan Braun will bring Bill Hall to the plate. He is 0 for 2 today. Once on the ground, once in the air. First pitch is called a strike on a curveball. Another curveball swung on and missed. Makes it 0-2. Another curveball, another swing and a miss. Why throw anything else? So that'll end the top of the 6th inning. Still no score. The Squirrels will start off with Frank at the plate. Frank is 0 for 2 today. He gets into this one, but that is not the part of the field to hit it. Ryan Braun instead grabs it for the out. That will bring Sweeney to the plate. He's 1 for 2, got a double in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses at a fastball well behind it. Hits this one in the air. Will Braun get there? He will not. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Martinez at the plate, got a double in his last at-bat. Got his average to an even 200. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Hits this one, fouls it away. 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. Joey has ground out in both at-bats so far today. First pitch runs outside. Sweeney takes off, and he will be thrown out. So that will end the inning. We'll go into the 7th. Still no score, so we'll stick with Gill, especially with his spot in the order coming up at the bottom half of the inning. Nitro is 1 for 2 at the plate. Gill's looking strong out there. He's not been wiping his brow. Stamina has gotten better over the years. Making 6 innings used to be a struggle for him. Here he is now in the 7th, and he has struck out Nitro. 1 away, Mercado at the plate. He's 0 for 2, foul out and a ground out. Hits this one right behind the plate for strike 1. That pitch is too high, 1-1. Called strike 2. Gets a ground ball to first. Terry will step on the bag. 2 away. Muto has doubled and struck out so far today. He starts off with strike 1 on the curveball here. This one bounces. 1-1. Fly ball into foul ground, but Sweeney should have it. Actually, better play than I thought it was going to be. That will bring us to the 7th inning stretch. Still no runs. Joey on the other side. All right, Joey was at the plate when Sweeney was thrown out trying to steal. He's ground out in both at-bats so far. Fresh count here, and it will start off as 1-1. That fastball catches the inside corner to make it 1-2. Called strike 3 on a high fastball, and we will get a pinch hitter. Let's put Tom out there. See if he can maybe pop one out of here. Does have 3 home runs on the year, hitting .341. First pitch is in the dirt. And this one catches the outside corner. 1-1. This one popped into right field. Mercado drifting over, and he will make the grab. That'll bring Phil to the plate. He's 2 for 3, though he struck out in his last at-bat. This one fouled back. Should make the screen, or at least the wall. Either way, he's going to get to try it again. This one hit back to Capuano. Throw to first. And that will end the 7th inning. Still scoreless as we go into the 8th. Van Hecken is due to lead off for Milwaukee. We will go with Gonzalez.
Your attention, please. Now coming on the pitch for Indianapolis, number 76, Gonzalez.
All right, Van Hecken has struck out in both at-bats today. Swings and misses at the first pitch here. And then puts this one into left field, almost right to Frank, and he does make the grab. 1 down. Capuano's going to get to hit. He is 0 for 2 today. He's lowered that average to .350. He was up to almost to .390. Has a 1-1 count. And a ground ball towards the middle. Phil grabs it, throws it to first. 2 away. Tony Gwynn Jr. 0 for 3 so far. Watches that pitch break low. And a swing and a miss evens it at 1-1. Misses low again. Gonzalez really working Gwynn down here. Swing and a miss on a high changeup. Swing and a miss, strike 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th, still waiting on a run. Miyake will lead things off for the Squirrels. Miyake is 2 for 3 today. Got singles in each of his last 2 at-bats. Has a 1-1 count here. Make that a called strike 2. Bounces in, 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. Quinton is 2 for 3. He's got a couple singles sandwiched around a strikeout. First pitch is called a strike. Second pitch hit right to Cedeno, 2 away. It's up to Terry now, who is 0 for 3 today. I feel like if he'd gotten a hit in any of his at-bats, we would not be scoreless. He is behind 0-2. And that pitch is outside. That slider stays high. We've got a 2-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the 8th inning. We're scoreless heading into the 9th, where Ronnie Cedeno will lead things off for the Brewers.
Number 5, Ronnie Cedeno.
Cedeno 1 for 3, reached on a bunt, looks at strike 1, swings and misses at strike 2. Then hits a little blooper towards short. Joey makes the grab. 1 away, Ryan Braun. He's 2 for 3, a couple singles with a double play in the middle. First pitch is a strike, second pitch is not. Another cutter out of the zone again. Goes with the changeup and it's fouled away. 2-2. Splitter in the dirt. Braun lays off. We've got a full count. Changeup out of the zone. I think that might be the first walk if either side today. The Brewers are going to pinch run. They're going to bring Ricky Weeks in for Ryan Braun. It does up their speed by 3. We'll see how consequential that is. Bill Hall looks at a strike and then swings and misses for another. Oh, we got a strike him out, throw him out. Bases, well, no, that was the 3rd out of the inning. So bases are empty, very empty, as we go to the bottom of the 9th. Frank is going to lead off for the Squirrels. We are still tied at 0. Looks like we've got some changing around. I think just the left side of the infield switched around and Justin Ruggiano went in for Ricky Weeks. Frank pops this into center field, and it will be caught by Gwynn. I thought it might have a chance of dropping in, but it just stayed up there forever. Sweeney's got a couple hits today. Looks at that pitch down and away. Sweeney also caught stealing, which wasn't necessarily great. Swings and misses at that pitch, makes it 2-1. That's up the middle for a third base hit of the day. We'll see if Sweeney tries to score again. Martinez at the plate. Struck out twice, but has a double in between those. Looks at a pitch inside. This pitch catches the inside corner, 1-1. Popped up. Van Hecken should have that, and he does. So that'll bring Joey to the plate. He's 0 for 3 today. Was only planned on throwing Gonzalez 2 innings, but he's probably going to get a third here if Joey can get on base. Though it is an 0-2 count now. Oh, he did get a line drive into left field, so we will go ahead and pinch hit. Runners on first and second. Capuano getting tired. Marvin coming to the plate. Base hit here should end it. Marvin will bat right-handed. First pitch is called a strike. Second pitch will not get through. Snagged right behind second by Cedeno. And we're going extras. Still no score. Nitro coming to the plate. We've got some decisions to make here in the bullpen. Let's throw Nakai out there. He should have just pitched yesterday. See if we can get a couple innings out of him.
Your attention, please. Now coming on the pitch for Indianapolis.
This is where we're going to try to avoid using Johnston because he should be throwing, well, not tomorrow, but the day after that. Guess with the off day tomorrow, we maybe could turn to him, but we're going to try not to. Nakai starts off with a high fastball. That is called a strike. And a swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. One down, Mercado to the plate. He's 0 for 3 today. So that changeup misses. Fastball ground towards short. Joey throws over. 2 away. Muto at the plate. Got a double in his first at bat. 0 for 2 since. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swings and misses again for strike 3. So we'll go to the bottom of the 10th inning. Still no score. Squirrels back at the top of the order. Although all three of the first 3 batters are all bench guys in this particular case. Phil is 2 for 4 today, hitting an even 400. First pitch misses inside. Then a called strike. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. This is fouled away. Still 1-2. Capuano's still out there, but he has to be about out of gas. That pitch misses low, makes it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. One down, Miyake at the plate. Believe he is 2 for 4 today. Looks at strike 1. Hits this one right to Muto. 2 down. That will bring Quinton to the plate. He's 2 for 4 so far. Looks at a very hittable changeup. And swings and misses at a slider. 1-2. Or sorry, 0-2. Doesn't matter. Swings and misses for strike 3 either way. So we're going to go to the 11th. Still no score, and Van Hecken is due up for Milwaukee. I would imagine there will be a pinch hitter for Capuano in this 9-hole. He was completely gassed there by the end of the inning. Van Hecken has a 1-1 count. Make it 1-2 after that curveball. Fires in a fastball. It's hit up the middle. Nakai gets a glove on it. Joey picks it up, throws it over. 1 away. And here is the pinch hitter. They've already used Ricky Weeks, so here comes Jason Kendall. First pitch to Kendall is a curveball for a strike, a little backdoor curve. This one popped into the seats, just barely. Makes it an 0-2 count. Ground ball towards third. Sweeney throws over. 2 away. Tony Gwynn Jr. hitless today. He does have a couple strikeouts. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So we go to the bottom of the 11th. Still no score. Terry will lead things off for the Squirrels. The Brewers will finally have to go to their bullpen. And they will throw Villanueva out there. Terry 0 for 4 today. He looks at strike 1. And that changeup drifts outside. We've got a 1-1 count. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Too low. 2-2. Hits this one. Actually, did he get all of that one? Just over the wall. His 7th home run of the season. A walk-off home run in the bottom of the 11th inning gives the Squirrels a 1-0 win. The Brewers shut out for 3 games in a row. And they're going to show us some highlights, but there's really only one highlight we need to worry about. And we all just witnessed it. It wasn't his hardest hit ball. It was just one of those pop flies that keeps going and going. And there it is. Oh, we're going to get another look at it. All right, predictably, Terry is your player of the game. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. We do have an off day tomorrow. I do believe we come back with the Cardinals then on Wednesday. So we will see you then.